The current Lineal title situation in the heavyweight division is nonsense. I've just paraphrased something Michael Buffer has said recently about the supposed Lineal title. Now I know Buffer, one of the great MCs of all time. We know he kind of forgets his words sometimes, he messes up some introductions, but he really does know his boxing history, and he is bang on here with the Lineal title, which of course is so commonly associated now with Tyson Fury. Fury said not long ago, and he's repeated it a few times, that you can trace it way back to John L. Sullivan, the Boston Strong Boy, as he was known. That doesn't make any sense if you know your boxing history. Sullivan's linearity, if we're to accept it here in Queensberry rules, runs up to Gene Tunney, the man who beat Jack Dempsey. He retires in 1928, linearity broken. Things get going, there's a few different champions in the 30s, Joe Louis that is, takes things off. Rocky Marciano eventually retires, I think, 1956. And then Floyd Patterson and Archie Moore fight for the vacated belt championship. There was only one belt back then. Then we have a really impressive string of unbroken linearity, even though it's technically been broken now. From Floyd Patterson all the way up to Lennox Lewis, this can be traced. All through the Sonny Listons, the Alis, the Fraziers, the 90s and the 80s before, it stretches all the way to Lennox Lewis. Problem is, Lennox Lewis retires, as did Gene Tunney. And then the other big problem we have here, the main problem. You can establish linearity again, as we have just shown by the fact it got broken a few times. Buffer's problem, which is my problem as well, and he's bang on here, is that we had Vladimir Klitschko fighting alongside his brother, who had the WBC. They wouldn't fight each other. And it's not just that, the fact they didn't fight each other. You had the likes of Vitaly Klitschko avenging Vladimir's losses against Corey Sanders. No other heavyweight great has had the privilege, the convenience of having a brother to swipe away dangerous opponents. Vladimir Klitschko did. It was kind of an accepted, conjured up idea that he became lineal champion. And as Buffer said, he never introduced Vladimir Klitschko as lineal heavyweight champion of the world. And he knows about these things. Not at his best anymore, but a fantastic MC. And he used to like to add those extra little details during the introductions to just give you a fuller picture of what this encounter meant. He never did that with Vladimir Klitschko. So this idea that we've just started doing it now for Tyson Fury, for this supposed link that apparently goes all the way back to John L. Sullivan unbroken, when it's been broken many times, it just doesn't hold water. Now I accept that Deontay Wilder talks a whole lot of crap. We know that. He probably talks more crap than the other two guys. He does it a bit tongue-in-cheek, I think. I think he just amuses himself a lot of the time. But he at least picked up that lineal title thing with Tyson Fury in one of their face-offs for their upcoming rematch. Just talking about, will you have to fight Lennox Lewis if you want to become lineal champion? And he's right. Lennox Lewis was the last lineal heavyweight champion of the world. The only way a new lineage will be established, or can be established, more to the point, is whoever proves to be the best out of these top three guys. Until then, all this talk or announcers calling and introducing Tyson Fury as lineal champion, it's all a load of bollocks.